Hey, what up? Just as I wanted to make videos again, I started having capture card problems. I'm gonna probably get a new capture card hardware soon, but for the moment I still got my camera and I just got a little something in the mail. So let's just open it up and show you guys what it is. By the way, this Blue Angel again, she's crawling around and she's sporting a bald spot. I don't know how that got there, it's just... Oh, and I'm also looking after my brother's rats temporarily. Here's one of them. This is Bandit. Bet you can't guess why. And here's Georgia. And... Hey. Get. Well, here's another one of my brothers, Iridium. She's bonded to me as well already, and here's the last one who's just scampered away, Gwendolyn. Aw, isn't she precious? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. Alright. Alright, it's a Super NES game. You'll see why I put the camera so close soon, but anyway. Yes, it's another reproduction card with a box. And no instructions, but here we are. A Super Nintendo version of Dragon Quest V. I don't know why I bothered. I have yet to play Dragon Quest IV, which actually was released in the US back then, but... So why did I get this? Why not? Seriously, why not? It's one of history's greatest mistakes rectified. Now, if only they could make some sort of Super NES port of Metal Gear 2 and make a reproduction of that. But yeah, not only do I have a version of Dragon Quest I can play on my Super NES now, but it comes with a box! Just like the good old days. Back in the Super NES days when it was entering its twilight years and we also had government shutdown threats and that sort of bullshit. Of course, you weren't around back then, were you? Anyway, the point of this video is, I was thinking, since I was ordering something that had, well, no, I already put it back, that's right. A game that comes with a box. I figured, I have this box out here for a while. Let me just take a trip down memory lane and let's look at all the other games I still have boxes for. And systems too, for that matter. This is my brother's GameCube. It's actually his, but I've been holding on to it. The system itself, not just the box. I also have his Wii, but it's kind of mine because I was going to lend him any more money for car parts unless he plunked down collateral. The collateral took the form of his Wii, and I still have it. Oh, my PSP. Oh, and the aforementioned Wii. This back up so you guys can see it. Okay, now on to the games. Yeah, I have quite a bit of Saturn stuff. Here's World Series Baseball. I always liked baseball games when I was younger, and port of a stupid-ass Sega CD game, The Mansion of Hidden Souls. I could never get very far in that, and I probably could if I, cared. Okay, what else is it? Oh yeah, X vs. Sever for the Game Boy Advance. The movie that's considered objectively by math the worst movie by Rotten Tomatoes because it had like over 100 negative reviews, 0%. But the game they based on it was actually nice, fun little portable first-person shooter. And consider, nowadays we got like the PS Vita, and I heard a coworker of mine raving about the Killzone for it. But back in 2001. a portable first-person shooter was kind of unheard of. Oh yeah! The original Star Fox, baby. My personal favorite. Then again, I bet I could get Star Fox 2 from the same site I ordered the Dragon Quest V reproduction from, but it costs over $100. Not quite willing to plunk down that much yet. Okay, now, moving on, let's see. This was the first Street Fighter I ever had, and it still holds a special place in my heart. Also part of the reason why I cannot play without the damn 6-button controller, first played on the Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The original Shining Force, which everyone seems to think is better than 2. I like the sequel better. Too bad they never released all of Part 3 for the Saturn in the States, and... Well, we're talking about Sega. Sonic Advance! This is probably the reason I got back into the Sonic series. Not that I was really ever into it. I played the original on the Genesis when I borrowed one as a kid, but I never really saw the appeal of it. But then when the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 2 was playable in stores, and when I got a Game Boy Advance in anticipation of Metroid Fusion, this was the first game I got with it. And I just played the shit out of it. I eventually went back and got the Genesis and Dreamcast ones, and, well, there you go. Oh, that's right, I still have the poster for it, too. Fold out, it's nothing much, but it's something. And on the back we have Puyo Pop and Columns Clown, Crown, whatever, and I don't know. Oh yeah, Konami YY Racing, at least that's the Japanese title. Get to play as Gray Fox and some fucking weird-ass version of Dracula. I always played as Pastel, though, from like the Pop and Twinbee games, even though I've never actually played a Twinbee game. Oh-ho. Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. Shout out to NecroVMX. Great job on your playthrough of this so far. I'm really enjoying it. Actually made me go back and look at some Castlevania games. I never finished the Castlevania Chronicles I got on my PS3. And I even downloaded the Harmony of Despair demo, finally. But my PS3 kept freezing for some reason. But whatever. Moving on. Ah, yeah, Streets of Rage. And I thought the cart was in there. But yeah, original Streets of Rage, one of the first game reviews I ever did. One of the first Super NES games I got. I think this was the 6th I got. Super Empire Strikes Back. I kind of didn't like it back then. It was just ridiculously hard, and I'm more of a, wasn't much of a Star Wars person, but now I've kind of warmed up to it. Hang on a minute, the rats have gone somewhere they shouldn't have gone. I'll be right back. I'm back. 2 of them just crawled in the closet. Even they got past the 2x4 I put on the bottom, but anyway. Oh yeah, along with Sonic Advance, that other game I got with my brand spanking new GBA back then was Castlevania Circle of the Moon. This is also what got me back into Castlevania. I once rented Symphony of the Night. I wasn't too impressed with it. Didn't think it was up there with Super Metroid. Then I got this to kind of ease the pain of waiting for Metroid Fusion, and it made me go back to Symphony of the Night. I found the original copy at a pawn shop for $10, believe it or not. And the rest is history. And I've played pretty much just every Castlevania 6 since then, except for a few like the MSX one, the cell phone one, and Lords of Shadow. Yeah, Necro, I still have yet to get Lords of Shadow. Bite me. Genesis sports game, David Robinson Supreme Court. I actually liked the guy back in the day. He was more like a sports hero and shit, but whatever. Oh, nice little game for the old Game Boy, Looney Tunes. I remember seeing a preview for this in a Nintendo Power once. I wanted it so bad, and it actually turned out to be a pretty fun game. Check it out on an emulator. Yeah, just the rats messing with the packaging, ignore them. Oh yeah. Echo the Dolphin, or Echo, or whatever. It was a nice idea. It was a beautiful game, but god damn, it was punishingly difficult. And then, guess what they later went on to make? Star Trek Deep Space Nine. If you see my review of that, you know I was not very fond of that game. No. Give me that the Super Empire Strikes Back over that any day. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Ghost Babel. Of course, they called it Metal Gear Solid for the US release to hope it would boost sales, but this is kind of considered non-canonical, but it's just such a good game. It was just left such an impact on me. I can't disavow completely. After all, is this not considered canon anymore? Didn't Koji Karaji kind of kick this out? But it was so awesome, we still love it anyway. So that's the philosophy I bring into this one. And this is actually my second favorite Metal Gear game. The first being, of course, Metal Gear 2 for the MSX. And get away from the bubble wrap, girls. You don't know where that bubble wrap has been. Oh, the original Wave Race. This is a fun little racer. It was a pretty big deal back then, so another game to check out on emulator if you got the time. The original Pokemon. I never got into any of the sequels, but I played the shit out of this one. Too bad I didn't know about that Mew glitch back then, the real one, not that thing with the fucking truck. Ugh. The only Grand Theft Auto game I've ever played. Each game degenerated into just shooting grenades into oncoming traffic. It is just, I can never get into it. Another piece of shit Game Boy Color game. This isn't even a wrestling game. It's just like a really short beat 'em up using wrestlers, and it's just fucktarded. Trust me. Here's one of the few games I got the day it was released. Zelda the Minish Cap. It was kind of underwhelming. Kind of felt like it came off on an assembly lines. Dungeons were a little run-of-the-mill, but you know, they still put effort into it. It was like great art design. It was fun to run around. It was the most beautiful two-dimensional Zelda at the time, so yeah, nowhere near as good as A Link to the Past, but it has its moments. Oh. Box for my old Game Boy Advance. We kept talking. No! You ain't not chewing on that and choking and shit, girls. Yeah, and the reason I went and bought that Game Boy Advance in the first place, Metroid Fusion, baby. Still my favorite game in the series. Yeah, I don't know how you play this on emulator. This is the one with the cart you gotta actually take out into the sun. It's from the guy, Hideo Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear, but not really as good. Still should check out the sequel, though, even though I'll have to fire up the old Game Boy Advance and take that outside, too. Oh, Donkey Kong 94. I mean, screw the country and the Returns game. This is fucking Donkey Kong. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. I really didn't like this one all that much. I didn't think it could compare to Mario 3 or Mario World, but what can you do? This was better, though. This was a lot better. Ooh, Sonic Advance 3. Now, of all the handheld 2D Sonics, this is the one that came the closest to achieving the greatness of the Genesis originals. Oh, so close! If it wasn't for how much of a pain in the ass it was to find the Chao and get the Chaos Emeralds, this would be perfect. Oh, and have Shadow and Rouge instead of fucking Cream. Ugh. Okay, what else we got in here? Arcana for the Super NES. HAI, HAL America Incorporated. That's pretty much the same people that made Kirby, right? There's even, in the opening cutscenes, it was pointed out to me years later, that you could see little Kirby dolls among all the dead bodies. Awesome. Okay. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Game that tried way too hard to be edgy and funny, while other games that are rude and crude like Lollipop Chainsaw just came naturally. But still, this was a good platformer. A winner from Rare. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. This was my first exposure to the series, and actually had fun with it. Actually was able to... People said the N64 controller wasn't really made for it, but I made it work. Oh. The original Zelda. Yeah, still got it. Oh, and the bullshit NES version of Tetris, at least Nintendo's version. You better not be chewing on these boxes, girls. Oh, Bandit's up here. I thought that was Georgia. Say hello, Bandit. Show everyone your cool mask. Alright, back to business. Oh, I think this is the only Game Gear card box I have. Poker Face Falls Poker. Oh, Wild Snake. The other puzzle game from the creator of Tetris. There's a Game Boy version too, but... Oh yeah, this is a nice rare one. Goemon's Great Adventure. This is pretty much the only Goemon game I have, but... Hey. Whatever. Played the shit out of this as a kid. I could never beat Shredder. I could get all the way to Shredder and he'd always fucking hand me my ass. Oh, I didn't even remember I had the box for this one. I think I might have bought it from someone at a flea market later. I got the card off of back when it was Funko-Land years and years ago, but I found the box later and just offered to buy it. Oh, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, another game I did a review for, and if you remember that, this is definitely not bullshit. I like this game a lot. And again, probably because I haven't played Lords of Shadow, it's still my favorite 3D Castlevania. Oh, and Koji Igarashi, for saying it's kind of sort of not in the timeline, well, fuck you. Oh, Zelda 2, I still got this also. Oh, so many memories with Zelda 2. I think I got one of those Canadian copies with the bad chips that would erase data periodically. Yeah, I had to take it back in for a cart that eliminated that bullshit. Its box is kind of beat up. You got this tab falling out. You can put it back in there. Fuck it. Oh, yeah, baby, Super Metroid. Not my favorite Metroid anymore, but damn, so many memories. Ooh, check this shit out. Yeah, I got the whole thing, the controller and everything, but I'm not going to go bother to dig it out. Let's see what else I got in here. I put some other Saturn boxes in here. That 3-for-all thing, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Cop, and Daytona USA. I only got Virtua Fighter 2 and Daytona USA, however. Some bullshit copter game called Blackfire. This is Madden 98, but I got the instructions somewhere else, and... Yeah, I got the original. Don't have, Saga or anything, which costs probably $1,000 now, but at least I got me the original. Plus the unlockable version on the Xbox sequel. So... Alright. Not much left. Oh! Final Fantasy Legend 3. I forget what it actually is supposed to be in Japan. It's probably one of the Saga games or something, but this was a fun game. It was like Chrono Trigger Light. Yeah, that's pretty high praise, and it deserves it. But here's a stinker. I'm not even going there. Okay, a couple more. Oh, Valus. This is a nice Genesis game. Too bad, Valus 2 wasn't really released in the US, or a proper version of Valus 4. If only, they'd be made available on, TurboGrafx 16 downloads for the Virtual Console. I mean, I already got the Bonk trilogy on Virtual Console. That's right, they canceled that fourth one, Brink of Extinction. That really pissed me off. I was looking forward to that. Okay, last one. My favorite game ever, Shining Force 2. Save the best for last. And I guess I got nothing else to do but sit here and let my rats lick me into oblivion, clean my ears for me, and... Why are you still watching this at this point? I mean, this has been 20 minutes of just fluff, right? I guess I have some very dedicated subscribers then willing to go this far. Oh well, hopefully I'll get this capture card bullshit resolved soon, make regular videos soon. But I hope you enjoyed the trip down memory lane looking at old games and shit. See ya.